I bring in Ben here because he's a cool dude. He's out there shilling Hex now. He's talking about Hex. He's one of the I would say even a Hexagon. He's had Richard Hart on his show. Yeah. He's got to talk to Richard. So what do you think about Richard?
Me and Richard are buddies. I love Richard. I haven't talked to him in maybe 8 months or something like that. I mean, and guys like I know a lot of people in the Hex community, they're wondering what my intentions are, right? Well, I'm going to show you over time. There's no question. But I know there's a lot of people who are like, I don't know, like, what's up with this guy? He's coming in here, he's talking about this stuff. Guys, there's no other community out there that understands more what I've been going through personally with my business in the last 6 months than the Hex people. And you guys have showed down, and they've been supportive, and I've appreciated it. And there's some people that are a little, and look, I want to be very clear here. I'm okay with people in the Hex community being hesitant about me. I'm totally fine with it. Because like I said a few seconds ago, or a few minutes ago, over time you're going to see. So get all of it out now. If you want to say some bad stuff, go ahead. I'm not going to hold it against you. I'm not going to be upset about it.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to block people. You say stuff all the time. Right. So, be careful with it a little bit. Yeah, you don't want to get blocked for when you come back around.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another awesome day on Pulsechain. I hope you guys are doing well. Your host Superman in the house. If you haven't joined the channels, I've got 3 channels we're streaming to at the moment, over 10,500 subscribers. We've got Hex Token channel, we've got Superman Crypto, and we've got Pulsechain X, I should say. So if you haven't subscribed, subscribe, hit the like button, hit the bell for future videos. Let's keep on growing. The other thing, of course, is a big shout out on Pulsechain X. We have just obviously hit over 600 subs. A big welcome to all the new subscribers over there. Pretty awesome, and just heading on up. So kind of cool. Let's get over to the chat there. See who's in the house. I was just going to bring up the channel on another computer here, so let's bring that up. And let's go. Bam. And bring up the chat there. Nice. All right, let's see who's in the house. We got Sandy Beach in first today. Big shout out to you, Sandy Beach. Day number 21 for the push-up challenge. If you haven't been getting into that, health and fitness on Pulsechain, Sandy Beach is pretty much the influencer on that one and have been doing pretty well. 21 days of the push-up challenge of 29, right? 21 days of 29. And that is the link there. Go throw some support. Get into the challenge. It's never too late. You can start from the beginning. I mean, you can always get involved. So it's good for your health and fitness. So go for gold. A big shout out to Sandy Beach for that. Joey Torres in the house there. Hi all. Good to see Joey. Welcome to the chat as well. Bobsled in the house. I said blobsled. Bobsled in the house there. Well, hello everybody. Good to see you. We got Crypto Jacks 3 in the house there with the Superman. Looking good. Big shout out from Sandy Beach. Hello Hex Token and everybody else. Hello. How are you? Eddie in the house there. Hello Hex Token, Pulsekins, Pulse and Hexkins for the win. Absolutely, Eddie. You know how it works. Smash the likes and subscribe. Definitely, if you're new to the channel, subscribe. If you're actually a subscriber, share the channel around. Let's help grow these 3 channels. It is so good. We're covering Pulsechain pretty much. We are documenting it. It's kind of been the purpose of the channel, documenting Pulsechain. So kind of cool. And yeah, we've been doing a pretty good job, I think, on the most part. We're going to be covering a couple of new things today. So if you like stuff, we're going to be doing the power of artificial intelligence coming to Pulsechain. Pretty awesome, right? I'm going to be doing a separate video on technology on Pulsechain. Do you guys like that? Hope so. That's going to be really fun. So tell your friends about that when it comes out. We're going to be covering different technologies on Pulsechain that you may or may not know about, obviously. So it's going to be a lot of fun too. But today, the power of artificial intelligence coming to Pulsechain. We're going to be focusing in particular on Proteus, which made a big announcement today, and we're going to have a look at that and AI. So hopefully this is just a bit of a trickle before we get a waterfall there with the AI. As you guys know, artificial intelligence is a big theme both on the stock market and particularly in crypto, right? So it's a whole little sector there that's really gaining a lot of attention as we move more forward in that artificial intelligence area. We got Wookie in the house there. Wookie is the sushi train for lunch. Nice one there, Wookie. Brennan, our TA guru, is in the house there. What's up, Super? Good to see you, Brennan. And Tintop as well. What's up? It's good to see you, Tintop. Welcome to the chat, and definitely smash that like button on the way in. All right, let's get into it, folks. We've got a lot to talk about. So what are we going to be talking about? We're going to be talking about Proteus and the power of AI on Pulsechain. We're going to be talking about what else? We're going to be talking about Pulsepot. We're going to talk about that. There's a big thing there with Ben Armstrong. That's why I played that Ben Armstrong video at the beginning. We're going to be talking about PUSD Algo, another Jacob's ecosystem project. So two of Jacob's projects we're going to be talking about today. And we're going to be talking about Richard Hart as well. So stay tuned for all that. It's coming up. All right, let's get into it. Let's start with the stock market because it's had a pretty decent day for the most part. So let's get into that. And here we go. Bam. So the stock market indices, let's have a look here. We had the Dow Jones up a 1300%, so 48 points, 38,612. We got S&P 500 up a 1300% as well, up 6.2 points there. And of course, we got the S&P at 4,981 there. So obviously, you guys know we hit that record 5,000 only a couple of days back, and it's just retraced a little bit there. Nasdaq, with all the tech companies in it, is down a third, just about a third of percent, 50 points to 15,580. So kind of a mixed results across the indices, but generally a pretty good result with the S&P and the Dow Jones there up a bit after having 2 days of retrace, I think. The US dollar there is coming down a little bit there, 103.89. That's the index. We're going to be following the US dollar, right? It's going to be pretty important in the future as we head into, maybe the end of the year, we might get recession, things like that. And of course, how it impacts, stock market and gold and crypto. So it's going to have some impact on that too. Let's go into the commodities at the moment. West Texas is at $78. That's pretty flat. Brent oil is $83, pretty flat at the moment. Gold at the moment, $2,035. That's just pretty flat as well. And silver there, $22.92, pretty flat as well. So there we go. That is the markets at the moment. So there we go. Now, it looks like the Fed minutes came out, of course, and looks like pretty much, we're going to have slightly longer rates, slightly higher rates for longer. But it does look like out of the minutes that we got out of the Fed Reserve, that the terminal rate, that is the highest rate that will go to, which is 5.25 to 5.5% on the federal funds rate, looks like it's going to be the terminal rate. And really, we're just looking for how long will that be up. At this stage, expecting, from my point of view, June to be the pivot point. That's when the interest rate goes from the highest point and starts going back down again, moving in from a contractionary or restrictive monetary policy into expansionary monetary policy. Remember, one of the two metrics is interest rates. The other one is money supply. So that's the Treasury balance sheet. And of course, that had been pulled back as well. Treasury wasn't buying back anymore or anything like that. So that's kind of the play it's going to be. We're going to look to see whether they change their mind on that second component in the second half of the year. And of course, because I am still expecting a recession at the end of this year. So we'll see how we get on there and keep an eye out for the market, and particularly employment. That's kind of where we are at the moment on stock market and economy. Let's jump into crypto. BTC and Ethereum, they're having a bit of a breather after Ethereum hit that 3,000 yesterday. We covered that, and that was exciting. $2,951, so just pulling back a little bit of a breather there, down 2.21% on Ethereum. Bitcoin there down 1.46% at 51,656. Bitcoin dominance is at 50.65%, so still down on the slightly weaker side than we have seen. And the standout today, you can see it. What is it? You can see it's in big green, is BNB. So BNB is up 5.5%. So it's not buy and burn. This is the BNB token there, or coin on Binance, and of course $375 there as well. So that is holding up pretty well. People are still pretty bullish about that and targeting that $400. So we'll see how we go there with the BNB. Otherwise, pretty much consolidation day. Everything down slightly, mostly across the board. You can see Solana, XRP, ADA, etc., Litecoin, Dodge, everything else pretty much down there at the moment. And everything in the red there is down over 5%. So if you're wondering what the dark red is, you can see Optimism there down 8.99%. Remember, Optimism and Arbitrum are likely to be big beneficiaries of Protodank sharding. The Deacon upgrade is currently on testnet, and we're waiting for that to go to mainnet. So we'll talk about that next. So let's do that. Bitcoin, though, let's do that first. Bitcoin, we're getting ever so close to the Bitcoin halving. Man, it's so exciting. And we're getting closer and closer, so close. 55 days, that's a magical number in Hex. 55 days, there we go. 55 and looking pretty good, getting closer and closer all the time. That glorious Bitcoin halving. So very exciting about that on the 17th of April. The range today for Bitcoin, we can see on CoinGecko, we've had a high of 52,394 and a low of 50,628, is it? Yeah. So pretty big range. What's that, about $1,700, $1,800? And that's a pretty big range. And that's what we got today in the candles. Looks like kind of consolidating there. But we're getting closer to the Bitcoin halving. All right. And the Bitcoin ETFs are doing well, right? They're doing pretty nicely as well. So just tick-tocking along at the moment on Bitcoin. Ethereum, of course, we're going to talk about that. We got the Deacon upgrade coming. It's getting closer as well. At the moment, the range we had today was $3,017. So that was pretty nice. Yesterday, we got to $3,033. And at the moment, we go to the low of 2,868. We're currently in the top range of that top half and about 2/3 of the way up almost. And we're at $2,966. So looking pretty good is the old Ethereum there. And we bounced off $28,700. Sorry, $2,870 twice now, 2 days in a row. And that's looking pretty bullish. Getting closer to the Deacon upgrade, obviously on testnet at the moment. And we've got 20 days to go. So just under 3 weeks. Ticking it down 1 day at a time on Deacon upgrade for Protodank sharding. That's going to benefit second layers, particularly Optimism and Arbitrum. Nice little leverage play there versus Ethereum. So maybe a time to pick up a bit of that Optimism as it does a relatively bigger pullback. So kind of cool. Coming up after that, of course, we've got the 17th of April, which is the Bitcoin halving, which is sitting in here. And then we've got the Ethereum ETF on the 23rd of May. Now, we looked at this the other day. Analysts got like a 50% chance of approval at the May 23rd. I think it's probably higher than that, but maybe 60% or something like that. Remember, we had Bitcoin ETFs were at 90%, so it was pretty solid. But in any case, probably within the next 12 months, if it doesn't get approved, we'd have it approved in that time there. Everyone's got like 100% chance of that. But I would say be a bit more bullish about the Ethereum ETFs, considering that some of the big players like BlackRock, also Bitcoin ETFs, so also doing Ethereum ETFs. So you know how it rolls. They should probably get that pushed through. And they're going to line them all up, right? That's another big sign. They're lining all the ETFs up on the same date. So that's kind of the other giveaway. All right, so there we go. Looking pretty good as old Ethereum, and bring on the altcoin season. We're so close to that hyper. Once we go, break over that 3,000, pretty cool. Now, target for the Ethereum there was $3,150 to $3,300. We'll probably make another go at that now that we hit 3,000. And then, of course, if we break that, then 3,600 is the next target there for Ethereum there in terms of upside. So pretty cool. That leads us into Pulsechain. Pulsechain not too bad today. So let's get in. We've got a couple of comments from here from TikTok first before we get into Pulsechain. Let's see what that is about. I saw today on Gregory Manarino show that lots of big money is moving out of the markets. They must know something recession sooner than the end of the year. Yeah, no, I'm not expecting recession until the end of the year. I don't think the signals are there for that. But interesting, it's one perspective, isn't it, TikTok? And we've got Archie in the house there. Hi, all. Good to see you, Archie. Big shout out. All right, let's go. I think the UK had a technical recession, didn't they, just last week? I think it was on the UK. All right, let's get into it. Pulsechain. Now, this was posted by Richard Hart earlier today, which is pretty cool. In fact, 11 hours ago. Decorrelated, he goes. Decorrelated. And then he's posting Pulsechain, of course. All the snapshot there. They're slightly green at the time. And, of course, looking pretty good. 72,000 views on that. Is this a bullish sign or what? I really like it when Richard posts stuff like that. Decorrelated, Pulsechain versus Ethereum, and indeed it is. So kind of cool. I'm very excited there. And who knows what will happen next, right? The next moves for Pulsechain. It's going to be fun. Let's get into Pulsechain's results today for day 285. We've got the price there at 000133, down 2.46%. So that's retraced a little bit there since Richard Hart posted that 11 hours ago. We've got Pulsex at the moment, quadruple 0506. It's now going back up, so it's up 1.83%. And the buy and burn just keeps on ticking up, man. It's so exciting. 706.7 billion Pulsex has been bought up and burned, part of the superior tokenomics of the Pulsechain Pulsex combo, which is pretty cool. Remember, Pulsechain is the first full system state copy of Ethereum back on the 10th of May last year. So pretty cool. If you're new to Pulsechain, check your wallets. You may have some assets over on Pulsechain that got copied over from Ethereum that you had. So check that out. Tell your friends as well and bring them to Pulsechain. All right, so we've got 3.46% of the Pulsex has been bought up and burned, and that's amazing. That's the public supply looking pretty good. They're heading towards 3.5% in no time, and a run rate over 5% for the year for the first years, which is pretty nice. Incentive token at the moment is $3.10. That's making a nice little rebound, up 3.11%. And that's despite the fact that Pulsechain is down 2.46% because the ratio has jumped back up to 23,320. 23,332 pulse per one incentive. So that has jumped up from 22,000, whatever it was yesterday, just above 22,000. So that's fantastic. Good news happening there. 25 million almost in supply. At least it's gone rounded. We've crossed over the rounding there. They need to probably change this rounding. But anyway, we're at 24, maybe put out a decimal place, I don't know. But they got 24.6 million incentive tokens in supply now. And 118,000 burned through the TRH protocol. Now, we saw a big sell yesterday on TRH assets, probably way oversold. Maybe some whale had a tantrum or something. But yeah, definitely some opportunities there on TRH assets. We'll look at that later on. And of course, we know that TRH version 4 is coming out in early April, probably. So that's the most likely date there. So stay tuned for that. Some real possible opportunities there. You got to be patient, of course, over that period of time, but that is the play. All right, PHEX at the moment is at 1.59 cents, down 3.16% today on PHEX. Hex is doing these sort of psychological games, but you wait when it goes. When it goes over 3 cents combined, I'm feeling pretty bullish about its future, 4 to 8 cents and beyond. What at the moment? EHEX at the moment, 9/300th of a penny. And of course, we talked in full, was it yesterday, about the BankX sell side between 2.1 and 2.2 cents. So we talked about that, or 2.1 cents, I think it was. And so we talked about that. Went through all those charts. At the moment, the combined price of EHEX and PX is 2.5 cents. So yeah, we got as high as 2.76 the other day, been as low as what, 2.4 something. Was it 2 days ago or yesterday? And then up and away. Once we break that 3 cents, it's coming. It's coming. Don't get left behind on the train there for the old Hex. All right, let us go. Let's jump away there from that's day 285 on Pulsechain. Let's look at the charts briefly. There's the charts for Pulsechain. You can see it's turned green again, which is pretty nice. RSI cooled off. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo! And that's what makes me excited when I see Richard Hart, put something about correlation. And then, of course, we've got the RSI cooled off at 52. Very exciting as well. And hopefully we'll have a short MACD and that will reverse around there. That'd be pretty cool. But so far, so good on the Pulsechain. Looking pretty nice, that chart. Let's go full screen on that. Look at that. Woohoo! That's the daily. Let's have a look on the weekly, shall we? Do we do that? Let's do it. I know you guys like the weekly. That's the weekly chart at the moment. Looking pretty badass to me. Really liking where it's going to go. And, of course, I think once we break this level, 1,545, it's game on again. And we're inching our way up to it. So it's going to be fun. And we've got so many projects coming on Pulsechain as well, right? So many Pulsechain projects. The other thing that we're seeing on Pulsechain is a lot of capital flow back and forth between Ethereum and Pulsechain over the bridge. It's been quite amazing how much has been going back and forth across the bridge. It's a really good sign, that moving of liquidity. All right, Pulsex at the moment is a quadruple 05063, looking pretty good too. The RSI nice and chill down at 52, looking good there as well. Look at the uptrend, high lows. We're moving slowly up and away there. Let's look at the weekly. Now, as you guys know, we're waiting for Power City Earn Protocol. That is the next big blue chip to launch on Pulsechain. We are waiting patiently. They're waiting patiently. And, of course, the Fetch Oracle is taking a bit longer than expected, but apparently it's going to be sooner than later because apparently it was going to be months away. Now it's like 1 or 2 months possibly. But Pulsechain looks like Pulsechain is not waiting behind. They were going to do a hybrid between, centralized Oracle, in-house Oracle, and, of course, the decentralized Oracle from Fetch Oracle, which is from Liquid Loans. But it looks like they may try and do some patch solution or something. We're going to find out exactly what they've got up their sleeve because obviously they want to get launched and probably launch before the Bitcoin halving, right, on the 17th of April. That's going to be a key date for a lot of projects, a lot of layer 1 chains and technologies and things like that. Everyone's trying to target that boom time, right? So that's on the weekly at the moment for the old Pulsex and looking very good indeed. Like once again, another key area to break is 6,400 and we've got pretty close to that, right? So up and away after that. And of course, we've still got quite a bit of way to go to get back to the SEC price, right? Sorry, to the mean sacrifice price. That's still quite a way to go. We've still got 97%, almost 100% gains in there just to get back to the mean sacrifice price for Pulsex. So, man, you just have to be patient. That's what I've been saying, right? I said that all the way back down here, right? I said, oh, man, the opportunity was massive. I said, all you have to do is be patient. And, of course, at the time at the bottom, that was a 10x gain. And I just said, oh, you just have to be patient. Just buy it, be patient. And man, look at that. Not bad at all, right? So 160 days of patience. Man, what are you going to earn? You're going to earn 10x, or you're going to wait for a, what's a 2% in the bank? No, you decide. But anyway, that was pretty cool. It's played out very well indeed. And maybe it's just the beginning, right? Beginning of things there. What else? Let's get into incentive token. Pretty cool, $3.10, and the ratio to Pulse at the moment. Let's get into that. A nice update here. This on the daily, and we've had a big jump here to 22,000 to 23,350. You guys know 24,000 is the resistance zone, and I said this yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yeah, I said, we'll probably get back the zigzag. We did that. We've been zigzagging in this channel here. Imagine the channel there. Let's draw a little bit of a channel. Let's draw 2,400 there, and we've got the bottom of that channel there. So that's kind of the channel we've been in there. And man, when we break high, it's going to be pretty cool, right? A nice little acceleration move on the old incentive token there. All right, let's jump over to PHEX. There's the PHEX chart today. So a little bit weaker on the PHEX, but in some ways a bit more bullish too, because the RSI is even more chilled down at 46. So that's got a long way to move up to on the buy side. And the MACD there. Let's see if we can turn this around in the next day or two. But definitely on the weaker side on HEX. This is the thing that tricks you out on HEX, right? Kind of lulls around a bit there, and it's kind of just zigzagging around. But once it goes, it's going to go, and it's going to be fun to see. It's like winding up, as we say, winding up. So don't get caught out by that little winding up feature. All right, let's jump over to EHEX as well. EHEX is here at 93 of a penny, and of course looking a bit weaker here as well. Lots of room in the RSI here, down at 51. Not as much as PHEX though, but definitely we'll keep a lookout on that. And the MACD, maybe we'll get a big short period here on the bearish side, and then turn back bullish there. So that's the question. Let me just, what are we doing here? Can we hide that? I'm not sure if we can hide that. I can't hide that straight away. So we'll keep a look out on here. PHEX and EHEX, man, keep a look out because it's going to be pretty massive. In fact, let's go have a look at the combined price as well. We're going to go to InvestX and pull that up. And to get out of there, let's go have a look. So if you guys haven't been on investx.io, it is the #1 workbook station on Pulsechain. So it's got lots of different utilities to help you manage your portfolio, find opportunities. So it's really cool from investx.io. They do a great job, and they've been in the ecosystem for years. We've actually interviewed the founder once here on the channel, so you can go and hunt for that video if you like. It'd be nice to get them back on again. They've actually been growing really well, focused on their social media growth and done a great job. So hats off to the InvestX guys, doing a great job there. I think based out of the UK, if I remember rightly. All right, so let's get into the chart here for the daily. Let's look here, 2.5 cents. Look at that. Let's get into it though. We've got 15-minute charts, so wait for that to render. There we go. All right, so that is what we're trying to bust, right? I keep saying it, 3 cents, up and away. Let's go. So 3 cents here. We want to bust that, bring it on. So we're at 2.5 cents at the moment. I'm looking forward to when it goes, but if you haven't got your position, you get left behind. That's all I'm saying. Just saying that. All right, so we did look at price calls. Remember, I posted a couple of videos a couple of days ago from Ben Armstrong talking about $1 on, I think it was EHEX, and of course we played Hexologist talking about $3-4 at least, maybe $5 on the PHEX there, and of course we talked about even more bullish stuff there from Toby One X Xenobi. For $10 on the top of the bull run, so you can take a pick which one you think's more realistic, but definitely lots of different price upsides there for Hex. So let's watch it and see where it goes. All right, so let's get into the validators on Pulsechain. Validators at the moment 52,544. We've got 1.68 trillion staked with the validators. That is off the market, not being able to be sold on the old Pulsechain side. I remember for the sacrifice set originally when Pulsechain launched, there was only 40 to 50,000 sacrifice sets. Accounts, so it's a lot rarer than say 130, 140,000 on PulseX. So there's quite a bit of difference there. Obviously, we've been on market since then, but those numbers still apply. So Pulsechain still relatively less holders on there, maybe with a higher holdings, but that's kind of play there. Let's go to the gas prices. 400,000 beats, so about 2x. We've been having this the last couple of days, about 2x. Normally we're down about 150 to 200,000 beats. We're obviously double that now. And we've got 2 cents for a PulseX swap at the moment, 1/10 of a penny for a Pulsecoin transfer, and 3/10 of a penny for a PRC20 transfer at the moment. That said, man, 48 Gwei on Ethereum. The rally to 3,000 has had elevated gas prices over the last couple of days. Just a sign of things to come for the future. even with the Deacon upgrade and Protodank sharding, I'm sure that the bull market's going to be super expensive on Ethereum, regardless of that, that aspect. Now, will it benefit Optimism and Arbitrum? Of course. And will it benefit Pulsechain? Of course. But it's still a big deal there for Ethereum, the layer 1. And so at 48 Gray, $51 for a swap at the moment on Uniswap. Is that crazy? $51. Let's just think about that. And we're not even in the full bull market. You're talking about probably $150 to $400 or something like that. And people will be paying crazy stuff to do Pulsex swaps. Uniswap swaps. At the moment, 2 cents on Pulsex. So there we are, 2,886, 686 times cheaper. It is the place to do business. A lot of big influencers have worked it out, like Ben Armstrong. They know that this is the place to be. It's going to be a lot of fun to see Pulsechain in the bull market there. 1,758 times cheaper than Bitcoin, $1.96 to send Bitcoin at the moment. And you can see pretty much cheaper than most chains. And of course, the other cool thing that we have about Pulsechain is that, yes, cool having fast, cheap chain, but what's real benefit? Well, the real benefits are we have so many protocols either launched or launching that do compounding, right? That's the holy grail of finance, right? The 8th wonder of the world. And of course, then we've also got a profit sharing. So on a lot of other chains, the teams often get the money, particularly remember the old ICO teams and all those projects. And of course, now if you're holding the token, you get the profit sharing. So it's a great place to be on Pulsechain to make mad gains. You can do lots of things from providing liquidity, holding tokens, getting fees from swapping on wallets, all sorts of stuff. It really is a great place to be on Pulsechain. All right, let's see what else. The other thing I was going to look at is the bridge. We've been following this bridge, of course. We're down a couple $1 million today. I think we were up about 141.9, I think it was yesterday. We're at 139 million today. But this just keeps going up. We were down at the bottom there. We were down at like 70 million or so. We're back up here at 138, 39. So keep a eye out on this. Just on average, we're going to watch this go up over time. It's going to be pretty cool. And obviously, EHEX there affecting the total value through the bridge there. Just take that into account out of all the stables and stuff. That's kind of place there. Now, we do have 32.6 million USDL as well, in addition to the bridge stuff. And we also have 4.3 million Coast stables as well, based on fiat. That's really bullish. And of course, we're waiting for Pulsechain Earn protocol that's going to collateralize Pulsex, get billions of Pulsex off the market, and add millions, if not tens of millions of dollars to the Pulsechain ecosystem through PXDC, the new stablecoin, the number 3. Which we're going to be excited about too. So I know Pulsechain wants to get that out, so we're looking forward to that. Which indicates that Pulsex is a coin to get, and also incentive token potentially as well benefit there too. So kind of cool. That is the results there for day 285. We're going to be starting day 286 in a minute. We're going to get into the top categories here. We're going to come up to talk about Proteus and the power of artificial intelligence on Pulsechain. Coming to Pulsechain. Before we do that though, let's get into the rest of the comments in house. We've got CC here. Yo, what's good? I think Pulsechain's looking pretty good. Tail 7 there. I'm picking EHEX says for the win. Yeah, EHEX looking good. However, we do have BankX, single one-sided selling between that 1.1 to 2.1 cent range. Have to buy them out unless they move it, of course. Ramon and net, Hexavator. Hey gang, hey, good to see Hexavator. Ramon as well. Sup family, good to see you, Ramon. All right, cool. Obviously, EHEX does have thinner liquidity, so easy to move from that point of view. All right, but when you've got a big sell wall, who knows? We'll see how we get through that. All right, at the moment, we're going to talk about our second price categories. We'll talk about Richard Art tokens, the gold and cryptos, but we're going to talk about the top PRC 20 categories. And everything is pretty much down, as you can see, on the 24-hour basis. So we're going to go through that. That's pretty much it. Don't want to talk anything about there. Not too much. I just want to say that PDI is sitting at 20/100th of a penny. So we're going to continue to watch that thing. Can it get to 1 cent? Can it get to 10 cents? We're going to watch that. Can it get to $1? We're going to follow that too, because I think it's fun. The other big theme I like to follow is the Wrap Bitcoin. How many X's can Wrap Bitcoin do following the Bitcoin rally that we're expecting in the bull market? So at the moment, we're at $75, and we've got a lot of resistance here up at this $92, $93 range. So this yellow line, we were watching that too. So keep tabs on that. Those are kind of two things I want to talk about. How's SHIB doing? SHIB at the moment is down 3%, and Pepe, which I think rallied the other day, is down 12%. Let's have a quick look at Pepe. Yeah, so Pepe rallied the other day. Look at that. Nice rally. Been really sold off here, but back into resistance zone here. for Pepe around this 1600 mark. That is back in resistance, so hopefully it will get some support there, and before it tries to zigzag its way back up there on Pepe. That's the way to go. Let's have a quick look at SHIB as well. These kind of coins probably getting ignored a little bit because we've got so many other projects launching, so much action, right? And that's how crypto kind of works often, is that people are chasing the latest, greatest thing, or the blue chips or whatever. At the moment, of course, we're down at the 1242 with 6 zeros in front of it. That is the chart on SHIB. So it's kind of just zigzagging in this zone, quite a wide range zone, although it's probably in this higher level now, sort of in here at the bottom of the range there. So we'll keep looking out for the old SHIB, see whether they can do anything, but it's up against a lot of competition as well. So there we go. All right, that is the old Pulsechain. Now let's go into our second category, our third category, sorry, is meme coins. Have a quick look at this. It's got a lot of the influencer coins, as you guys know. Axis Alive, pulled back 6.8% at the moment, down to 20,865. This is Axis Alive, of course, TA, Guy, and Pulsechain, Hex Influence on X and YouTube. That is just pulled down to bottom there, but still looking pretty good, isn't it? That's looking still pretty good indeed. So it's got a bit of support here around, let's say, the $70,500 upwards. That's kind of the play there at the moment. What else there? Note token from Randy Alaski. That's down 2.35%. So that's not too bad, is it? Holding up at just below 21/100th of a penny. And let's have a look at that coin there. So that's looking pretty good. Also, we had Randy in the chat yesterday. He's got his no permissions. If you want to get participate in that, go check it out. Part of his analytical social group there. And yeah, doing pretty good at the moment. Just under 21/100th of a penny. Lots of liquidity farms, and of course one of the tokens on Pulse Pot there. We're going to talk about Pulse Pot soon. What else is going good? Let's have a look. Mega is up, so make Ethereum great again, up 1.8%. Duck token's been one of the nice speculative ones that people have been talking about. Is Duck token up 19%? That is pretty cool. Let's have a look at that. Yeah, look at that. Nice power move for a Duck token. Did have a big sell-off, though, after that initial pump. Got all the way down to 9 zeros, 7,300. Is now up at 8 zeros, 1,300. And the high today has been 14.55. So that's been a pretty good move there. Nice little power play on that one. Looking really, really good. What's that? Yeah, really nice there. I don't know why some of those are so percentages. I think it's because of the amount of zeros in the price chart there. All right. What else is looking pretty interesting? That's probably the highlights there. Let's move on. Oh, we actually got a few more influencer coins. Let's talk about those quickly. Ben Armstrong, we talked about that, of course. V1, of course, the copy is already on Pulsechain. He's going to bring V2 over to Pulsechain, he said, as a new token. And, of course, that's currently down 6% at the moment. Might be a little bit of an opportunity there as Ben Armstrong builds up his profile amongst the Pulsechain Hex community. He's going to be at the Las Vegas meetup for Pulsechain, I think, in 2 weeks' time, approximately. So Ben Armstrong there with a lot of Pulsechain Hex influencers coming up in a week or two. So that might have a bit of a play. More token from Trayvon, as you guys know. Trayvon there is doing pretty well. Look at that. That chart's really starting to bolt there. That's on the weekly. Let's go to the daily. That's the daily there. Looking very good. 65 cents. Had the high up here at 78 cents, so not too bad. It's cooled off on the RSI too, so it's got a bit more room to move up. So definitely something to consider there if you like the Trayvon stuff there. Looking not too bad. Yeah, that's probably a bit where we are. So let's move on. Let's go to our fourth category, the main category, Pulsechain projects. And let's have a look for some value here. Love token up 2.5% at the moment. We haven't done much coverage on that on this channel, but I will try and do that in the future. What else we got going? Let's go here. BBC token there, down to 7.3 cents, down 25% overnight. Was over 10 cents, almost 11 cents. The big incentive token there on 9-inch, that is down 25% at the moment. We'll watch that rebound as well. Now, you guys know we're going to be covering Pulsepot. Pulsepot's at $7.55, $7.53, and that is pretty just up slightly. So that's actually doing very well. This is from Jacob's Ecosystem. As you guys know, I do cover it a lot because it's some of the leading innovation of DeFi on Pulsechain. So it's great to follow that. ZX there, the Tornado Cash Fork. If you like privacy and anonymity, this is up at 4.7%. I have used this on a DGN account, and it worked pretty well. So far so good. I did use it on a relatively small transfer just to test it, but yeah, doing pretty well. Mintra, one of our big 6 NFT marketplaces, probably super good. I love the website, really great. That's up 5.8% at the moment on the old Mintra. Time token down 6% at the moment. Up Token, sort of a liquid loans project, front end type of thing. I probably should do a bit more coverage on that too. That is up 10% there. Haunted, if you know Haunted, that's part of that. Haunted strategy there. What else? Let me see here. Funnily enough, Time Token is down, but Internet Money is up 4%. How about that? Is that confusing you? There we go. What else there? Goat Token. Now, if you can't afford 32 million Pulse and you don't want to run a validator yourself, then DGM Protocol is the place to go, because that way you can run just get an NFT and you can run part of a validator, not even have to running the software. You just own the NFT, and that's kind of cool. So Goat Token down 5%, but a really good option there for validating on Pulsechain. Very innovative approach too. Let's look some of these others here. Communist is down 18% after having quite a couple of good days. Pulse LN. Now, Pulse LN, one of our better on-ramps to Pulsechain, right? The Lightning Network and a few other features. In fact, they're doing pretty well. They're up at 3.2 cents there. So looking pretty good, this chart. And definitely one of our blue chip utilities there. On-ramps to Pulsechain, off-ramps. It's very fast service. If you haven't used it, it's very fast. What else? Just always whenever using these protocols, of course, always make sure you're getting a good deal. That's the only thing I would say to you. These are fantastic technology, but always make sure you're getting a good deal. Maybe check it on CoinGecko or something. Just some other reference point where you can say, hey, I'm getting a reasonable value and a fair value on the trade and stuff like that. So just check that. Kind of cool. Now we're going to get into some other stuff here because these are the four main categories, so doing pretty well. We're going to get into PulsePot in a minute and Proteus. Where is Proteus at the moment? Here's Proteus. Let's do Proteus. We're going to come back to some of the more exotic categories of tokens and our subgroups there. So we're going to look at that in a minute. So here we are on Proteus at the moment. 13 cents. What a beast. What a beast. So Proteus has etched itself out as one of our leading blue chip protocols. They are a DEX aggregator, of course, and they probably dominate most of the yield there. Portal X is another one that's pretty big. We obviously have new ones there. I think Ominous there from Tetra and things like that. And there's lots of DEXs out there. But a DEX aggregator, a small, pretty neat, elite sort of class there. And they do a fantastic job. I mean, everyone uses it. Got MEV bot protection as well. Pretty spectacular. So 13 cents at the moment. How high is this chart going to go? 6.7 million market cap, $387 million in liquidity on this main pool. And look at that. Wow. I'm going to give it a rocket, but looking pretty good. Proteus. Now let's jump into Proteus because they're bringing the power of artificial intelligence to Pulsechain. Going to be pretty awesome. Let's get into that. So Proteus here, we're glad to announce that we've started to develop the first and only AI-powered open book protocol for Pulsechain and even EVM. So amazing. I love the fact that Pulsechain, with the Pulsechain devs, are leading in a lot of DeFi. It's so good. PDA protocol will be a complex DeFi protocol consisting of 4 different core products clustered around a major product developed natively by the Proteus team. PDA will hold a significant place for Pulsechain. For now, we'd like you to take a look at the details about the product, and details about the development progress and sacrifice around will be shared when the time comes. As you guys know, I'm actually pretty much in favor of sacrifices when the teams, quality teams, when they bring quality products, and Proteus is like that. Jacob's Ecosystem's like that. So you just have to put your thinking hat on and say, is this a good team? Is this team delivered? Is this team got some amazing products? Do I want to participate in them? All that sort of things. Has it got a good chance of success? And then if you say yes to all those, definitely worth looking at. Now, the other thing, of course, is one issue I've had with sacrifices is a lot of them been over collateralized, especially in the early days when there was massive community FOMO. And it was hard not to have FOMO, right? It was exciting. And of course, everything that Richard lays out this landscape, everyone wants to build on it. We're in our own Pulsechain metaverse, isn't it? So is it the Pulseverse? I think someone else already used that name, but there we go. So let's check it out. I'm going to post this link in the chat though if you want to check it out in detail, because we're going to be doing a bit of a highlight. So this is Proteus here, and this is PDA protocol coming. It's coming, so it's going to be cool. So you're going to get a chance to participate in the sacrifice when it does launch. I probably will cover that when it does. Obviously, we like to support the teams that really do deliver, and so that is the link to Proteus PDA. Now it's bringing AI into artificial intelligence. A lot of people say, "Oh, what's it called? Artificial intelligence program or AI protocol or team to participate in?" Well, this is going to be really a leader in the space on Pulsechain for that. So definitely consider this one. Now let's check out some of the details here. So they're going to have a number of things here. They're going to have open book protocol. They're going to have advanced over-the-counter portal, a customized DCA dollar cost average module, an AI-powered strategy portal, a limit order aggregation protocol. So some of the things they're going to have in P-Day. It aims to consolidate a total of 1 module and 4 separate modules into a single platform, initially 3 and subsequently 1, making them available to the entire Pulsechain community, which is pretty cool. A P-Day open book protocol, revolutionizing trading with a powerful ODC model, a DCA set, and an AI-powered strategy portal on Pulsechain. So if this is something that you really want, you want to get the edge, this may be a product that gives you that edge, right? It's going to do a lot of the thinking. If you were thinking like a high-end trader doing all the data, this could be something that ends up delivering that for you. So pretty cool. P-Day is going to be Pulsechain's newest high-performance order book protocol, and navigate your way through these docs. Of course, this is what we're doing at a high level. Now, the one thing I want to check out is obviously got the OTC portal. It's got details about that. Seamless experience on both public and private orders, allowing users to execute large trades with minimal slippage. The advanced OTC portal offers a user-friendly interface for creating and managing OTC orders. So it's going to be pretty cool. It's going to have a DCA module there. The customized DCA dollar cost averaging module enables users to automate their investment strategies and accumulate assets over time. That's the key thing there with obviously dollar cost averaging over time with disciplined periodic purchases. DCA module allows users to set up a recurring purchases of cryptocurrencies at regular intervals. Now, the one thing I'd say about this is that obviously markets go through bull markets and bear markets. So you need to know what trend are you really in, right? At the moment, we're in a bull trend. So just take that into account, but it really is going to add a bit that extra feature there too. Our DCA module allows users to set up a recurring purchase of cryptocurrencies. Users can customize the DCA strategy by specifying the asset, the frequency, and the amount of each purchase. This approach helps investors reduce the impact of market volatility and benefit from long-term asset accumulation. All right, so kind of cool. Now here's the secret sauce, right? The secret sauce here is the AI strategy. Looking forward to our AI-powered strategy portal coming to Pulsechain. Leverages artificial intelligence to optimize trading strategies and enhance portfolio management. As you guys know, we talked about portfolio management often. You get into topics like diversification and things like that, correlations and stuff. P-Day AI powered strategy portal integrates advanced machine learning. So you don't have to design it. It's going to be designed for you. Advanced learning algorithms to analyze market data. So it's going to analyze all the data out there. Maybe it's just overwhelming to you. Well, this is going to help do that for you. Identify trading opportunities. Give you the edge, perhaps, and of course, generate personalized investment strategies as well, helping you to be like a pro, so to speak. Our AI models continuously learn from the market, so there will be learning. That means mistakes can always be in play. Just remember, or just a suboptimal outcomes, things like that. Just remember that. From market dynamics and user behavior to provide tailored recommendations and insights. So it's going to be pretty cool. Now, typically, where the problems that even probably AIs and bots, you might have seen bots, but even AIs. May have challenge is in a down market, right? Not so much an up market, but in down markets, it's normally the trickier part. It's where a lot of bots fall over. Potentially AI may struggle with that as well, but maybe they'll be able to optimize better. So we'll be seeing how that goes. Users can access a wide range of pre-built strategies or create custom strategies based on their risk tolerance and risk tolerance. So how much risk you have versus return. Investment goals. What are your goals? So it's going to be cool. And market outlook. So it's kind of cool. With our AI-powered tools, users can make smarter investment decisions and achieve better results in the cryptocurrency market. So really cool from that point of view. So that's coming. And of course, there's going to be limit order aggregation as well. Very cool. Unlike traditional limit order protocols, so we see that on where do we see that on? What's it called? I've just forgotten that. Omnis with limit orders there. We also see other forms of limit orders on PHUX, which are related to their own pools, and of course also 9-inch limit orders related to their own pools. But of course, Omnis there related to Pulsex. So we've got limit orders here. So unlike traditional limit order protocols, P-Day introduces an alternative, a unique approach to Pulsechain community, similar to the familiar limit order execution with aggregator seen on CowSwap. P-Day provides users with both limit order options and the ability to execute them via aggregated protocols through DEX aggregators like Proteus. At this stage, P-Day will directly integrate with Proteus APIs to offer this services. So that's even more advantage. You're going to get more optimal outcome through that, right? Getting the best possible price and maximum volume. So it's kind of cool. Additionally, it will be compatible with other AMM or aggregator pools beyond Proteus. So looking good there. That's going to attract partners, strategic partners probably, and things like that. It's kind of cool. Orders placed by users are regularly queried on-chain and off-chain at specific intervals Once the conditions are met, the swap process is completed and the assets are sent to the user. Now, the one thing I would say is that Proteus has improved the speed of that. When you got a fast-moving market, that's normally when Proteus has struggled to recalibrate fast enough. And I know they've done some improvements to that, but that's going to be the one thing that would probably be a good question around this. But other than that, probably pretty good most of the time, right? It's just about when you've got those super fast-moving markets, you got to recalculate where's the best route, right? Which is the best DEX, which is the best route, and all that sort of stuff. So it's the only thing there, but pretty amazing, right? And they've got more details here about the AI modules. So the PDA protocol is fully equipped with AI capabilities across all major and core products. Categorize the AI models and the characteristics involved in operations conducted by PDA as follows: artificial general intelligence, learnable and trainable AI, programmable AI-powered strategy manager. That's going to be pretty cool, I think. Ability to create options. And of course, options is something that a lot of people have trouble with, getting what is the best options for you. Dynamic data matching ability, consciousness optimized for DA. I'm not sure what they mean by consciousness here, but it can mimic things, right? They can mimic things. I'm not quite sure where we're heading with that. Optimized for DCA, the bending process, which is the most critical aspect of AI models, entirely incubated and developed within Proteus Labs. So really, really cool. So we've talked about front-end teams, right, that are pushing the boundaries of Pulsechain, really pushing DeFi globally. And of course, Pulsechain really is a leader in DeFi. We've got all these amazing teams, popping up on Pulsechain, and that is we've got thinking of Jacob's ecosystem, thinking of Tetra, thinking of Proteus here, and really is exciting. Thinking of Dipcatcher and Maximus, doing some amazing stuff, bring in new token formats like 404 contracts, staking pools, party pools, and things like that. And we've got so much stuff happening. It's so fun on Pulsechain. So it really is cool. The bending process, which is the most critical aspect of AI models, entirely incubated and developed within Proteus Labs, is ongoing and fueled by various data sets. It aims to provide optimized and stable trading strategies for users while being constrained in other authorized decision-making. It is not integrated with AI projects such as ChatGPT, which is good. That's kind of rigged, right? Frequently discussed by the public. Hence, all AI models on a PDA are independent and possess their own abilities. As of February 2024, it continues to learn continues its learning process by filtering streams from a total of 216 separate databases. That's incredible, and based on their characteristics and needs. So very, very cool stuff happening there as well. They're also going to have Hydra FX there. Hydra X, named after the multi-headed creature in Greek mythology, forms the cornerstone of PDA protocol. It serves as a synaptic task executor during the phase of transferring all core products to the major product open book. So that's pretty cool. The liquidity pools that Hydra X will manage and replace include reading and routing of liquidity sources from Pulsechain through Proteus, and processing of orders in the order limit order protocol, processing all public and private orders in DCA strategies, processing of extending orders for PMM and market makers. Designed to harmonize and optimize multiple data types, Hydra X places data inputs in accordance with the request standard created for OpenBook. So pretty cool tech there. Obviously going to have order execution as well. There's so much more stuff here. There's also going to be the PDA token. Obviously, we talked a lot about the AI and the services that are going to be there for OpenBook, but there's a lot of stuff around the tokenomics. You can check that out. Looks like there's going to be 100 million in supply when it does launch for the sacrifice. And what else are we going to say about that? It's going to tokenomics. This looks like the allocation here. So PDA token is a utility token of PDA and represents the voting rights of the upcoming governance model. It looks like they're going to have airdrop 30%, so 30 million tokens, 100% unlocked at TGE. And of course, protocol treasury 25%. That's going to be team and DAO management. That's going to be locked. That's 25 million. Liquidity reserve 20%, 20 million tokens, and that's 100% locked at TGE. What else we got there? Team and contributors 10%, and that's 10% there. Then linear investment for 10 months. Development and marketing 8%, 8 million there. I like the fact they got development and marketing in there. I think that's pretty cool. Proteus loyalty airdrop 5%, 5 million tokens. So if you got Proteus, that'll probably be there. There'll probably some snapshot there. You've got to keep on to these things, right? And the grants and bounties 2% there, 2 million tokens there. A total supply of 100 million. Initial supply at TGE 57 million PDA. And you can see a lot more details down here as well. In fact, let's quickly look at the grants allocated for third-party. The Proteus loyalty drop. These tokens will be used for a customized reward system for the participants of PTS Sacrifice and PTS holders. So that's what I mean want to keep an eye on that. Maybe holding some PTS might be benefit there, not just having been part of the sacrifice set. We'll probably seek some clarification on that. The airdrop allocated for individuals who contributed during the sacrifice process and distributed fairly. So it looks like clearly for the sacrifice process there. A small proportion is reserved for potential airdrops to incentivise token protocol usage there. So there we go. All right, that's some stuff that you can find a lot more details though on the process there, what the tokens are going to be used for, buyback process, liquidity provision, single-side staking, and swap fee reduction. So that staking element there probably be pretty positive there, and the fee reduction as well. So lots of cool things coming with this. Sacrifice details still to come, right? So Sacrifice is not launched for this, but definitely, what is a worthy project? And I think this team is incredible in dominating the DEX aggregator space and now pushing into new boundaries with new DeFi. It really is kind of cool. Quickly at the roadmap, let's have a look at that. So this is the roadmap they've got so far. Development began in January 2024, so it's a pretty new product and it's currently ongoing. And of course, this is the stuff they've done already. They ticked off their launch website, etc. So ticking away there is the old PTS there, open book protocol, initiate research process, develop protocol architecture, and they've got other items coming up in the future there. Mainnet launch is right at the back end here. They're going to have a beta as well, beta release. Kind of cool. A few things there. What else? The advanced OTC portal. They've got all those updates there. I'm going to go through all these, but they are all there for you to check through. All right, that is it. So looking pretty amazing. Let's quickly check out the website. Yes, please. This is the website, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Looks pretty amazing. I have never seen this website. I only just clicked on it now. So there we go. We're doing a hot spot. Sacrifice portal as well. They've got one of those. Let's check that. Bam. This is a sacrifice portal. Not live yet, they said. Look at this. Look at the little HTML. Not live yet. Well, that was difficult. And we're going to launch. That's coming soon as well. So the launch app is not there, of course. The product's not up yet, right? So, but that's coming. There's lots more stuff here on the page, no doubt. Products, yeah, open book protocol. Some nice little stuff happening here. So this is from Batias. One of the next big hot things, AI strategy coming to Pulsechain. Woohoo! I thought I'd cover that. I think that's pretty exciting. You guys excited about it? I think it's cool. Very cool indeed. I'm loving all this DeFi and technology coming to Pulsechain. Web3 projects like Tetra, fundamental DeFi financial innovation from Jacob's ecosystem, AI, artificial intelligence coming from Batias. It's all coming to Pulsechain. Isn't it cool? I really like that. New contracts formats like from Dipcatcher, Maximus and all that, 404s and lots more coming. It is so cool. We're going to do a technology stream and just cover the technology of Pulsechain because I think it's really starting to shape up and something to talk about, right? So kind of cool. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Definitely check it out. You've got all the links in here, of course, the website and the docs there. Definitely give them a follow and a like and ask some cool questions. Even Crypto Coffee, the biggest influence in the space here. Sounds like some cool innovations. ODC can help whales, not wreck price. Yeah, Patia's pretty happy about that. So definitely something to check out there on the old Patia's current price, 13 cents. Where will it go after it launches these big alpha trading AI strategy platforms? It's going to be pretty fun to see. All right, let's see what people thought about that because that was pretty bullish. Let's go into some of these comments at the top here. Got up to Archie, that's for sure. Tal 7 House there. I'm picking EHEX. We got Hey Gang. I think I got up to there too. Let me just figure out the tin top here. I think we're maybe up to there. Is it? No, Moan Dog. Eve and 8. Hey, Moan Dog. Good to see you. Tin top as well. Ben Armstrong fighting in Karate Combat 44. Yeah, that's coming up. I'm going to be talking about that tin top. ZKZX might be my favorite sub 10 million projects. It's Tal 7. Nice. What else? P-Day sounds grouse. Grouse, that means like awesome. P-Day sounds huge, says Archie. It does indeed. I wonder if there's some, I'll talk to you about that in chat. MEV 2.0, says Brennan. Yeah, nice. Batia's teams are geniuses, says Archie. Brennan says, I would like to see the sacrifice shorter than 31 days. Yeah, I hope they have a short sacrifice. I don't see any reason for having long ones these days. I think most people are pretty happy. 2 weeks or shorter. That's pretty good play. Now it's up to them. Of course, they're the ones running. So it's just our opinions. Where will there be an airdrop for TS users or just holders? Also, what about Trump golden shoes? Did you see that? Lol says Pulsechain outgoing. No, I haven't seen the Trump golden shoes, but nice plug. Nice plug there. All right. Question for the team. Question for the team there. Pulsechain outcoin. All right. Let's get into it. We're going to talk about the next big thing coming up, which is PulseBot. I'm going to talk about that. Let's do that. Bam. So, yeah, talking about PulseBot, who has brought this up? Someone did earlier there. Was it Tin Top? Yeah, Tin Top there, bringing it up. Ben Armstrong fighting in Karate Combat 44. Yeah, So that's going to be hilarious to see, to be honest. Now he's a pretty decent sized guy, pretty got the aggressive element, so he's probably good for this sort of thing. But it's going to be pretty fun. He's going to be fighting this guy from looks at IFC, more like I'm not sure who that is, but it looks like a decent sized guy as well. So yeah, Karate Combat. Now the cool thing is that PulseBot, the world's first peer-to-peer crypto casino on Pulsechain, is going to be doing something for a short time only. They're going to bring sports betting just for a temporary thing for this issue, just to highlight sports betting. Obviously, they need an oracle for that, future oracle, which they're waiting for, which may be a month or two away. But in any case, they're going to be putting this up as a teaser, and they're going to be covering the Ben Armstrong being out. You'll be able to bid on this for a couple of days or whatever, however long it is. So kind of cool. You'll be able to place a bet, Ben Armstrong or more like there, kind of cool. They got the pool value as well. So there we go, ICF KC 44, 23rd of February. That's like tomorrow. So this is coming up. Must be pretty soon. I don't know if it's actually on the website at the moment. Let's go have a quick look at PulseBot. Let's go have a look. All right, so that's definitely coming up there. Let me just jump over there and have a look. So yeah, we got Jackpot, Coin Wars, and Plinko at the moment. But they're going to be bringing for temporary time only sports betting, which is this one here. You can't see it, but that's coming up there as well. And they've got 3 games coming up on PulseBot. Prize calls, chain race, and roulette coming up there as well. But this sports betting is going to be up for temporary time just to cover this big fight that Ben Armstrong's doing. So it's going to be pretty cool. You can see this at the top of the PulseBot on X platform, and it looks pretty cool. So I know this is going to be popular. It's going to come out anytime now. So keep your tabs there on a PulseBot. If you want to keep your tabs on that, definitely follow PulseBot there on X. Bam. All right. There it is. There's the link. Cool. Pulsechain Alex says, I'll ask team, thanks, man. Or Trump was at the sneaker. Yeah, I saw that. He had the golden shoes, didn't he, at the sneaker conference? It was amazing. He sold out some gold shoes. Yeah, I did see that on video. I did watch it. All right, cool. Looking good there for PulseBot. Anyway, so that's coming up, folks. Keep a look at that. And, of course, the price of PulseBot's been doing very well. Let's go have a quickly check out on that too. I think we've got it on here somewhere. PS, where is it here? We had it here earlier. PLSP. Is it way up high here? Maybe it is. There it is there. It's $7.53 at the moment. And looking pretty good, right? Look at that chart. Looking like a boss. The high so far at $7.87, I think it is. But I think it has been about $8. So there we are. That is the top there and looking pretty good. 753. 3 more games coming, right? Prize calls, chain race, roulette coming up, and sports betting for the Ben Armstrong thing. It's only building up from here, right? Looking really, really good. And the buy and burn is only going to increase, right, with more gains, more volume, all that sort of stuff. So kind of cool. Tokenomics fixes have been a really good move for PulseBot. And of course, we're expecting some of that update to happen on BNB Pot. So looking forward to that. Those changes too. That leads us on into PUSD Algo, as you guys know. Before we talked about PUSD Algo, though, I just want to briefly talk about some of the other tokens happening here. Where was it? Quickly look at the PRC 404s. We can see that Gopher's there from Dickcatcher at $876 at the moment. That's kind of the play. What else was I going to look at here? I think that's it for the time being. Yeah, I think that's it for the time being. Let's get straight into Algo. Algo, of course, PUSD Algo. This is going to potentially be the 4th stablecoin on Pulsechain, probably in the second half of this year because they've got to reach the target of hitting $1 million or so. We're going to probably see some more news from Jacob about this in the future. He is very keen on launching it. It could be an absolute juggernaut on Pulsechain. The 4th stablecoin. Obviously, we've got CST from Coast, fiat back one. We've got USDL from Liquid Loans, collateralizing Pulse, and then we're going to have Power City Earn Protocol, collateralizing Pulse X and issuing PXDC, our 3rd stablecoin. But the 4th stablecoin could PUSD Algo, massive ability to scale because it's algorithmic, and it's going to be a new approach. The algorithmic coins, unlike Terra Luna, it's going to be fully DeFi, and it's going to be using stability miners and limit orders and liquidity provision. And it's going to be multiple ways of earning on it too. The scalability is going to be particularly mad, so I'm so excited about it. It's going to have 4 tokens in the ecosystem, so it needs quite a bit of capital. I think they're targeting 1 million. Now, that's going to be a relatively low capital to potential upside could be massive. It is still speculative, but the massive upside to community, you know, I was talking about over collateralization. You don't really, if you're going to do a sacrifice project, you want it to be able to have big upside. and this definitely has the hall marks of all that. Now, the other cool thing is that at the moment you're going to be able to participate early. The other thing is that on here it's saying there's only 1 day left. Now, we may get another extension period. I just don't know how he's going to roll this. He's going to add another 45 days to this because we're almost coming up to the last day left, right, on the current 90 days. So already got extended 45 days. Now, 75% of the sacrifice process will be going back into the protocol day 1. And so that's pretty amazing. 50% into liquidity pools and 25% into the stability miner, which is the main technology there for the stablecoin, right? People will be able to provide liquidity, and that's going to help support the price of PUSD, which is an amazing brand name for stablecoin. And of course, it's going to be pegged to, you guessed it, USDL, so liquid loans. So it's going to benefit from that stability as well, which I really, really like. Smart move. Now, if you want to participate, of course, there are 2 bonuses that you can do. You can get a referral bonus. I got a 90% one in the video description that's extremely high. And of course, if you do over $1,000 inclusive of the referral code, you're going to get the second bonus, bonus X. Now, that's a random number, so no one knows what it's going to be. It's going to be between 1.01 and 2x multiplier. So I have no idea what that will be if you do $1,000 plus inclusive of the referral bonus. But to win straight away, you can use the link in the video description. You'll get 90% referral bonus straight away. Get a chance to access potentially one of the biggest projects in the second half of this year, most likely. And massive, still well in time for the bull market run. And so looking pretty good. Now, let's quickly have a look here. So if you want to sacrifice, you can use anything on Pulsechain or Ethereum, any of these tokens. And all you have to do is connect your wallet and send your sacrifice set to this wallet here, ends in E223. Now, at the moment, you see the total value is $418,000, inclusive of the bonuses. That includes referral bonuses and the bonus X. Remember, there's 2 bonuses if you do over $1,000, inclusive of the referral bonus. For every dollar you get sacrificed, including all the bonuses, you get 20 algo coin, which is the main coin. Think of like the Luna coin. And there's an incentive token, Flex token. You get 200 of those. Basically, Flex is given to anybody that's operating on the platform, whatever they're doing, whether they're swapping, staking, earning, whatever, stability miner, whatever they're doing, they get paid some Flex token. And the cool thing about that, and I think that's a sweet spot there, they get paid out of the fees from the V3 DEX. So it's paid from utility, not from inflation, which are really cool. The other one there is you also get 0.01 wrap PUSD. That's the reward version of the PUSD stablecoin as well. So that's going to be bullish also. People are going to be able to provide liquidity and get paid from that. They're also going to be able to earn from, using the Flex token, and they're also going to be able to stake their algo and the PUSD for a nice modest yield, right? So it won't be 20% like an Anchor was for Terra Luna, but it will be far more modest and more sustainable, and move up and down with the growth and of the platform, which is pretty cool. Loving it a lot. All right, so that's kind of cool there. That's a highlight. Get into it, folks. PUSD Algo, check it out. I've got a couple of videos on this channel, so you can check that out with Jacob. I've got 2 big videos and a whole ton of short videos. Check that out, and can't wait for this to launch. One of my biggest favorite ones coming up in the bull market ahead of us. I'll let you know as we get more information. I'll let you know as well about potential launching and other things that they may do. At the moment, they're big focus on Pulsepot, and that's doing amazing. They're going to be doing some upgrades on BNB pot there, and then of course in March they're going to be doing TYCZ, which I'm super excited for as well. That's going to be pretty game changing in DeFi on Pulsechain, doing a lot of centralized exchange stuff, white listing, and all sorts of stuff. Going to be pretty cool. That's coming up in March, and then of course potentially early April is going to be TRHV4, and then followed by that will be PUSD Algo sometime this year, is my guess, probably later in the year, second half sometime. So as soon as we get more firm stuff around that, we'll let you know. But in any case, you can participate today. Kind of cool. All right, that's going to bring us into Hex. Hex.com, of course, the ultimate CD or certificate deposit miner on the blockchain. Revolutionized DeFi, of course. Hex there. You can buy Hex on Ethereum or Pulsechain, and then swap it or burn it for T-shares there and start mining more Hex. You can do it on Ethereum or Pulsechain. Pretty awesome. Now, we do have the results out for Ethereum. The Pulsechain results haven't been coming out, but the Ethereum results are out. We've got day 1542 and day 1541 there. So the 20th and 21st there today, of course, it closed out, and price was up today, down today 2.8% to 9,300 of a penny. Yesterday was an up day, of course. We've got the share rate, no change on the share rate today. But the main thing that we're looking for is what's the payout? What do we pay out to get? Well, yesterday we got 6.9 hex per T-share, pretty awesome. And today 6.8 hex per T-share. So that's what you're really looking for there. The share rate at the moment, 33,247. That's how much Hex you need to get a spot T-share. Now, T-share stands for trillions of shares. It's part of the ownership pool on Pulsechain. Hex is really easy to understand. There's an ownership pool with T-shares in it, and there's a reward pool with Hex in it. And basically, the more T-shares you got, the more the rewards you get every day. That's pretty much how it works. It's pretty easy. All right, average mining length there, 6.79 years is the average mining length, and the APY there, 37.74% APY. Can you believe it? For existing T-share miners. So that is pretty amazing. That is the annual percentage yield, right? So compounded yield there, pretty awesome. Rewards includes rewards and early and stake penalties, so pretty nice. Let's go to the ownership pool. As I say, there's 9,577,000 T-shares in there. That is down 1,800 from the day before. And let's have a look at the old reward pool. 9.7% of all Hex is locked on Ethereum. The reward pool today is 970,000 Hex. Yesterday we had 2.3 million, which was pretty awesome. And the day before we had 3.6 million. So those rewards, those penalties definitely add up. And where the penalties come from, they basically come from other T-share miners that don't keep their responsibilities, and they get penalized for that. So there we go. What else? Let's jump into the growth numbers. Yesterday we were up 32 liquid. Today we're up 4 liquid. And we're down 3 miners today to 118,881 on Ethereum. Now, unfortunately, the Pulsechain numbers haven't been out for several days now. I'm not sure whether the site owner is obviously not aware of that, or there's an issue with the data API or something. But that is just I haven't been able to report on the Pulsechain side there. All right, so we're on day 1543. Can you believe it? And day 286 for Pulsechain. Bring it on. We'll just keep on moving forward there. It's going to be a lot of fun. And like I say, get into it, folks. Hex.com, pretty awesome. Now, if you haven't joined our Discord, if you want to find out more information, join our Discord. It is $5 a month, so 16 cents a day. Pretty amazing. You get access to a lot of things. So you get access to the Pulsechain community there. We've got about 1,213 members or something. You get access to 6 different chat groups, including the only crypto helpline that I'm aware of in the Pulsechain Hex community, and it is pretty awesome. We've had hundreds of people in there. We've also got 3 audio chat groups, including 1 games room, but in there you can talk about projects and strategy and stuff like that on Pulsechain and Hex. Pretty awesome, and meet lots of other people on the same journey as you, and also get that shared experience, right? Get the alpha from other people as well. Lots of early intel on Pulsechain. We've got Pulsechain information, most comprehensive Pulsechain information and useful links, on-chain, cross-chain swaps, all that sort of stuff. We've got it all there, and of course I'm in there on a regular basis, so it's a lot of fun place to be. Now that's for Pulsechain and Hex. Now if you want to go the extra mile and you want to get some alpha and strategies and protocols for the bull market, and you want multi-chain focus like on Ethereum, Pulsechain, BNB, Polygon, and others, join our strategy club room. It is a private room, private club inside the Pulsechain Hex Discord there, $35 a month. And join up today. We're going to have a session coming up this weekend, so definitely join in for that. There's lots of cool stuff happening there. Get the edge, as we say. So that's pretty much it on the old live stream today. And now in 7 minutes, another full show, just like yesterday. Pretty awesome. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. We've covered lots of cool stuff there. The next, I will do a show on the technology. I'm going to go broader and have a look at a lot of the technology, and we're going to go through that. So I think that's a great show to do. Sanity Beach in the house there. Thank you, Hex Token. You're most welcome. Charity says, I'm on replay. Wanted to say hello. Hey, hello, Charity. Always a pleasure. Yeah, there is a link there if you want to join Strategy Club. You can use Wookie's link, or if you want to join the Pulsechain Hex Club there for $5, Discord, get into that as well. Now, if you do join the Strategy Club, you get the Pulsechain Hex Discord included, right? So it's just part of the price. So kind of cool. All right, let's get into it, folks. We're going to enjoy ourselves this bull market. I hope you guys will too. Pick up the pullbacks, pick up the volume on the pullbacks there, because we're going to have an amazing time on Pulsechain and enjoy the magic carpet ride. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, hit the bell. See you in Discord. Take care, everybody. Bye for now, and I'll catch you again tomorrow. Woohoo! Bring it on.
In theory, if someone were a billionaire and they had like all this money, why wouldn't they just buy more of the thing they liked instead of dumping the thing they liked? Like if Bezos bought shares in Amazon, would you be pissed off? If Apple does a stock buyback and they buy more of their own shares in their company back from the public, which is a way to turn earnings into yield for the shareholders, do you get mad and yell at Apple? And so we had to come up with a word for this fan fiction fantasy, which is the opposite of a rug pull, called a magic carpet ride. And so if you're worried about risk of a rug pull, what weighted value have you given the risk of a magic carpet ride? And it's just hilarious to me.